Hello everyone, in this episode we are going to be checking out and unboxing the Ninja StaySharp 14-piece knife set.
So stick around as we open up the box and see if these knives truly are a cut above the rest or if they're just a dull investment.
So let's get into it. Let's have a look inside the box. First things up, we have a warning, sharp objects. We have a use and care guide as well as a quick start guide. Now let's see how we can get these out. So we've got a box inside a box and then another box inside a box. First up we have the actual knife block. First impressions, it feels really lightweight. I thought it was gonna be a lot heavier than this, but at the same time it feels sturdy. It looks very sleek and it's got suction cups at the bottom so it doesn't slide over your counter. And I like the stainless steel bit at the top where the knives go in. That's a nice touch. So far so good. Next up, I am assuming this is going to be where all of the knives are. I quite like the way they are packaged. They are very secure in the box and they've got a little protective bit of plastic at the very tip of the blade. This one I'm assuming is it a steak? Oh, 13cm utility knife. 11cm steak knife, another steak knife, and another one. They feel quite nice to touch. It's like a nice weight to them. They're not too heavy. It's like the handle is slightly heavier than the blade. We'll see how they perform later. 9cm paring knife, and here we have the scissors. Cool feature about these, they come apart for easy cleaning. Yeah, it's quite easy to put together and take apart. And when they are together, they feel really, really nice and satisfying sound. And here we have the last steak knife, the bread knife. I'm going to really enjoy this one, I think. Feels really nice. It's got a really nice weight to it. Next one. Oh, I thought the blade of this one was going to be a lot longer, unless it is a different one. No, this is the 13cm Santoku knife. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot longer from the pictures.
Hey, that's what she said.
This one is the 20cm chef knife. This one feels really nice as well. They look really good. And here we have two steak knives. Last steak knife, and then the very last but not least, the 13cm boning knife. And there we are. One thing I really want to try though is the sharpener. Let's see what it feels like. Okay, that's got a really satisfying click at the bottom. I like that.
So now the knives are all unboxed, let's place each one into the knife block. Now I'm going to consult the quick start guide which tells you exactly where each knife needs to go on the block. Starting off with the 20cm chef knife, that goes directly in the top. Followed by the Santoku knife, directly below. Then the bread knife. Then followed by the boning knife, followed by the utility knife. Next up, the paring knife. Then we're going to pop our scissors in here. And then last but not least, now I'm going to put the steak knives in. Okay, now the knives are all in the block, let's go through some of the cleaning and care tips that are listed in the quick start guide. So number one, the first tip, you should only ever hand wash these knives. The reason for this is that detergent in dishwashers can cause nicks in the blade as well as corrosion and even damage the handles. And once you've cleaned your knives, always make sure you dry them thoroughly before placing them back in the knife block, as this will prevent watermarks and spotting. And when it comes to cleaning the knife block, use a damp cloth and not a wet rag or paper towel. Another thing that Maria also already mentioned is that the scissors come apart for easy cleaning. Now you may be tempted to sharpen the knives after opening the box. However, Ninja do state you shouldn't sharpen the knives until you've used them for at least 2 weeks. And while on the subject of the sharpening stone, Ninja do in fact also recommend that you clean it every 6 months with a soft bristle brush and replace every 2 years. So I'm not actually going to sharpen these knives, but I will explain how to sharpen them. So when it comes to the larger knives, such as the chef knife, you're expected to place inside the upper portion of the slot. And when it comes to the small handled knives, such as the steak, boning, paring knives, you simply place in the lower portion of the slot. So how do we actually sharpen the knives? Firstly, you want to slide the lever down to the bottom of the block. Then you're going to insert one of the knives into the slot until it comes to a firm stop. And while holding the knife lightly, you're going to slide the lever up and down 10 times to where a slight click will be heard when the lever travels all the way from the top to the bottom. It's also worth noting that the lever must travel the full distance from the top to the bottom, otherwise it will get stuck. And when it comes to removing the knife from the block, you must ensure that the lever is at the bottom and then push and hold down on the release button. And then of course, when you've sharpened your knife, make sure you rinse thoroughly before using it.
So that is the unboxing all done and our first impressions.
If you're interested in checking these knives out yourself, check out our description where we have affiliate links to Ninja products.
And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to watch some more unboxing or review videos, click the link on the screen now.
Thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you again soon.